Alright, we back. Alright. A door to the right? I definitely don't think I did this right. Is there a door to the right here? I don't believe there's a door to the right here. There's a door up there, though. It's gotta be that. One of 6 pistons. After relocating the engine, go through a doorway on the right side. It's this, for sure. It's gotta be that. Oh, it's this. Okay. Doorway leads to a chamber where a cable runs across a spacious zone. Climb along the cable to the other end. Okay, on the other side, continue. Oh, you. Ace holes. I need them larves, sir. I need them larves. Were you in here when I had to shut down stream because my camera was acting up? If so, I apologize. Piston 1. I've become addicted to getting larvas, Kid Alting. It's all I think about. Dude, get off of that thing. I just think about getting larvas all day, every day. I can't get in through that door. At piston 1, I went through. One whole. Hold on. I'll tell you in one moment. I forget. But I gotta get all the larves. Please hold. All right. Piston 1, sirs. More doors? This is so... Okay, hold on. Is this it, piston 1? No. Oh, is that piston 1? That looks like a piston. Wait, that's definitely piston 1. Okay. Oh, I gotta use it here. Okay. All right, tell you what. Wait, what? Oh, I get it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. overload them all. Alright, we shut that down. After shutting down Piston Run, relocate to the Temple of Fire by using the teddy bear. This is so... Who would think of this? Who would think of this? Okay. Temple of Fire. Temple of Life. Temple of Fire. Okay. All right. Having used the teddy bear to relocate to Temple of Fire, return to the area where the two waterfalls are. Once at the two waterfalls, follow the path going up where the spikes are coming to the floor. Continue following the stairs all the way up to the end and go through the far passageway. Okay, so we'll go this way to get there. Through the colon. No! Where am I? Okay, this way. All y'alls are very... difficult. Why are you guys all being so difficult? Give me them's healths. Getting them larvas, kid. Okay, so the one with the spikes this way. Right there. All the way up. Far passageway. Who... Man, you would be lost in this game for so many hours. Maybe there's like a whole like system that's really telling you what to do that I'm not paying attention to. That's got to be it, right? Go through the far passageway. When arriving at the glowing block, push it aside the block and continue onward until reaching grade 4. Open grade 4 gate and go through several waterfalls. Okay. Push this grate away because I've got firearms now. Continue on to gate grade 4. Dude, you need to get up. Dude, you need to get up. Those larvas? Rootin' tootin' larvas. All right, gate grade 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Heck yeah. Several waterfalls. All right, there's several waterfalls. Okay, after obtaining the coin from the pedestal, near the waterfalls at the center of the cave beyond the obtain coin from the pedestal. Get up, get up, get up.
This should be useful.
What is those? Got another thing. Acquire poigne. Poigne. After obtaining poigne from the pedestal, climb one of the waterfalls inside the cave. Climb up one of the waterfalls inside the cave. One of them leads to a container that may be noticed in the distance. What? All right. Go up there. I suppose. Is that because I have those poigne? After obtaining the poigne, Climb up one of the waterfalls.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud, he's got
Medicine Reel, thank you. Z-Fan, thank you for that raid. Appreciate you. How was your stream? I caught it for a little bit. I had to run an errand. Then I came back and I was like, I need to continue beating my head against the wall with this game. But I do appreciate you raiding into me. Guys, I'm going to be honest, straight up. I have no idea what's going on in this game. I am using a walkthrough. If I wasn't using a walkthrough, I don't know how I would ever finish this game. This game is so complex in what you're supposed to do, and I just don't know what I would be doing. But Z-Fan, I do appreciate you. Thank you. I do not have, I do not, well, I mean, you probably have wonderful clips. That's the thing. I was gonna say I don't call out my raiders with embarrassing clips, but I'm the only person with embarrassing clips. You probably have very refined, stylized, great, wonderfully edited clips, and even if I were to use them, you'd probably just look stellar, as opposed to me that looks like an idiot every time you show a clip of mine. But I do appreciate it. But thank you. How do I out Z-Fan 30. Why doesn't it work? Shout out Z-Fan 30. Did I type it wrong? Made more progress in Fire Emblem Gaiden. Should be able to beat it tomorrow. Man, that is a cool thing, dude. I commend you. I think that's such a rad thing. Again, it's something that you're putting yourself, you're choosing something of interest, but you're also taking what you're playing out of your hands, which I think really works so well. Okay, so this is definitely where I need to go. So guys, coming in, I am hunting larvas. I'm hunting larvas, and that's all there is to it. Wait a minute, though. Wait a minute. Oh, that's why. Wow, I never knew that. I never knew that. Z-Fan 3 capital 0. I learned something today. I learned something today. Thanks for the raid, Z-Fan. I think what you're doing is wonderful. It's super cool. Yeah, I can't. Are you streaming literally every single day, or do you like give yourself days off? Okay, hold on one moment. Climb up one of the 2 waterfalls to find another larva inside a container at the top of one of these waterfalls inside an adjacent chamber. It's gotta be this. Oh my God, I did not want to do that. Oh, I messed up. Dude, it so is. When I was doing this full time, when I was streaming full time, you gotta give yourself a weekend. Have you, do you have designated days as a weekend, or do you find that, you just take a day off as you need? It was tough for me to figure out what days I wanted to be my weekend. Okay, we gotta jump here. Jump. All right, just as you need. Maybe that's what I should have been doing. I always took off. I found that it was good to be streaming for the weekends and during the beginning of the week. Actually, I found that for me it worked that streaming towards the end of the week, so like Friday, and the weekend, and the beginning of the week. So I found that the middle of the week was the slowest for me. So I think the thing was that people were getting to their weekend, so they didn't care about work. So they was like, let me tune into somebody. Weekend, they just like to tune in because it's a weekend. Weekend, nobody likes to be at work, so they're like, let me tune into somebody. Then during the week, that's when they're like, man, I better get some work done. So they like, they work for a little bit for the middle of the week, so they would never tune into me. So I usually took like Wednesday, Thursday off and came back Friday through Tuesday. But I bet the Just As You Need is a perfectly great thing too. All right, I think I got this, but that does not look like what I was supposed to do. So I'm using a guide. Oh, larva number 25. That was larva. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, no, that was it. I did get the correct one. They're so close together that, like, I'm missing larvas. Okay. Okay, after obtaining the point pestle, leap from the top of the waterfall towards the remote site to obtain larva from the container. So we got larva number 24. So I've been playing this for a ton. And I've got 24 out of 120 larvas. After having obtained the larva from the container at the remote site, so right here, return to the chamber where there are 2 waterfalls and climb back up the waterfall. Why did I jump down there? By using... Okay, why did I jump down? Okay, we gotta go back up. Okay, here we go. By climbing back up the waterfall leading there, or by using... After returning to the 2 waterfalls inside the temple, climb up one of the 2 waterfalls to find another larva inside a container at the top of one of these larvae inside the adjacent chamber. So we're at the beginning then, if I understand correctly? All right, let's go back over here. I think they want me to climb... It can't be here, right? Let's try. Guys, this game is hard. It's not that it's hard, it's just super complex. All right. It's not that. Okay. After returning to the 2... Okay, let me read this. After having obtained the larva from the container at the remote site, return to the chamber where there are 2 waterfalls by climbing back up the waterfall leading up there, or by using the teddy bear. So it's definitely... What? What's up? I'm so lost. I am so lost. What's up, Mistigan? Did you get sleep? Did you get sleep? All right, I'm gonna try going back down here. Fonzie, how you doing? That didn't seem like enough sleep. It didn't seem like enough sleep. Can I go this way? What? Maybe I should just use the... I'm good, sir. Just streaming away, playing some Shadow Man. This game is super, super complex. I kind of have no idea what I'm doing, but that's okay. It's not that it's difficult, it's just very, very, very confusing as to where it wants you to go. It's very intense, and I couldn't tell you at all what the comic is about. I couldn't tell you at all what the comic is about, because I've never read the comic. All I know is Shadow Man is a comic, so that's why we play the game. How was your week, Fonzie? How was your week? How was your Friday? What are your plans for the weekend? Let me ask you this. I'm sure there's like hockey all the time where you're at, because I just see hockey all the time. Is there hockey in the summer months? Seems like you're always at a hockey game. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Seems like you're just at a hockey game every day. Oh, rugby tomorrow. Summer Hockey League? How does the ice not melt? I think they want me to go back over here. They said I could use the teddy bear. That's too much, sir. Tell them kids to take a break and play some video games. Oh, I get it. All right, let's climb up one of these waterfalls. Okay. Are they your nephews? You have to go outside? Why do you have to go outside? Okay. All right. After returning to the two waterfalls inside climb up one of the two waterfalls to find another larva inside a container at the top of one of these waterfalls inside an adjacent chamber. Oh, hell yeah. That was it, right? Hell yeah. That's larva number 25, y'all. That is larva number 25. What the hell? Ladies, I need you to chill. Ladies. I am almost dead. Give me a health, please. Damn it. After obtaining... You said it. You said it. I'm exhausted after all the games, and they're like, what's next? We're bored. You're like, yo. Okay. After returning... Okay, maybe attained after climbing one of the waterfalls inside the temple. After having obtained the point... I want to go up the other one, though. Is that 20%, Kidulting? 25 is 25 is 20%? I guess it would be, huh? Give Richie a kiss for me. Hell yeah. 20%. 20% done with the game. No, we really start picking up on larvas here. Moving forward. It's not like the first 10 that took me like 4 hours to get. Alright. So, okay. Wait a minute. I want to make sure I got this larva. What's up, Van? How you doing? Yep, chugging away at the old Shadow Man. How's your week been? Just bought Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands and Silent. Dang, man. I can't remember. Do I have Forgotten Sands? What's the cover of Forgotten Sands look like? Is it the one where he looks all evil? Okay, we got that. Okay, we got it. So after having obtained the point and the 2 larvae, relocate to the prophecy chamber by using the teddy bear. All right, the prophecy chamber. Here we go. Man, that Homecoming, I've never played it, but I hear it's great. Wait, where's the prophecy chamber? There it is. Which one is the Forgotten Sands? Which one do I have? Let me see. Prince of Persia. Stupid larva. Forgotten Sands. I need to see. images. Okay, I know which one you're talking about. I'm thinking of Prince of Persia games. I think I have Warrior Within, and I have Warrior Within, and I think I have the Two Thrones. Those are the two I have. Warrior Within and Two Thrones. But I hear Homecoming is exquisite. That game must have cost you a pretty penny, Van. You mind if I ask how much you got Homecoming for? If not, tell me to kick rocks. But I'm just intrigued as to what Homecoming's going for right now. Over Downpour? Okay. Go through Grade Gate. Dude, that's it? You got that game for a steal, sir. Holy smokes. What a pickup. That game definitely goes for more than $4.99, man. Let's see. Silent Hill Homecoming. What system did you get it for? All right. Protagonist has located the entrance to the playrooms and obtained a piece of the... First, I'll go through Grade 1 gate. Grade 2. The low ground beyond... Okay, let's go through our grade gates first. Yeah, $4.99 for that game, dude. You made out like a bandit. Okay, to grade 2. Get in there, sir. Oh, you got digital. I see. I keep thinking everything's physical. Nobody does that besides me. Nobody does that. But yeah, that game, I guess it's actually not too bad. How much is it for PS3? That's not too bad, actually. I can't, again, I must be thinking of a different game. All right. I thought all Silent Hills were just super expensive. I mean, it's not cheap physical, but like $4.99, that's a good price. Man, I need to jump on the digital train for sure. Starting to take up too much room in my house. If I was still moving around a lot like I was previously, I probably would just go digital, but I feel pretty settled at this point in time that I'm not going anywhere for a while. Someday I'm gonna buy Disney's Magical Mirror starring Mickey Mouse for the GameCube, and then, heck yeah, that sounds rad. And Magical Quest Trilogy for the SNES. Dude, heck yeah, I love hearing about people's quests for games. Right now I've got the comic book list going. I'm always looking for games for the comic list. I don't know what I'm searching for right now. I'm kind of taking a break. Always on the lookout for Spawn for Dreamcast, but that's a super expensive one. All right. Beyond grade 3, make a relatively large descent going all the way down and continuing onward by reaching grade gate 4. Okay. Fall down. But yeah, thanks for coming in and hanging out. I appreciate having you. Always a pleasure. We gotta go through grade gate 4 here. How would you know to do this? After Grade Gate 4, there is a Grade Gate 5 near shallow water. Open and go through Grade Gate 5. The path onwards lead. Okay. I'm gonna go do that. Any plans this weekend, Van? Whoa, 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 whoa. Where am I going? Grade Gate. Oh, now we want to go to Grade Gate 5. Now I remember. Now I remember where I'm at. This game is so much fun. I'm not joking. Like, I'm not just making that up. Okay. Oh man, that's a smart thing to do, truth be told. It really is.
This should be useful.
Digital is so smart. It really is. We're the suckers, kid ulting. Freaking hoarders. Being smart. Okay, after obtaining l'Eclipser, Le Soleil from the pedestal, go down into a hole in the floor inside the cave. There's a hole inside the floor in the cave? Yes, there is. Heck yeah, there is. Okay. At the bottom of the hole is an entrance to playrooms. There's also a grade 6 gate there. After noticing the grade 6 gate, go through a large tunnel. This leads to the playrooms. Okay. All right, that's the grade 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're getting through. All right, let's go to the playrooms. Whew.
What further horrors shall I find within this terrible place? We're in a time before these catastrophic events. I would have willingly accepted pallid imitations of such horrors. I now have come so far, my sensibilities lie benumbed by all I see. I do not embrace this horror, but rather stand immobile.
Yeah, we're pretty consistently just getting larva after larva after larva.
Confusion reigns.
Yeah, dude. For the especially for the era, for the 90s, man, this is super good. This is excellent. Voice acting like this just didn't exist in the 90s. It really didn't. All right, we're in the playrooms. All right. At the beginning of the playrooms is a... Let me save. All right. At the beginning of playrooms is a lake. Go into the lake and swim to the right side through a passageway below the surface of the water. All right, into the lake we go. Is it scary? Okay, so is it this? It's gotta be this. It's gotta be this. Once out of the water, follow the path onwards. This path leads into a chamber, then across the gap and eventually continues on top and along a wall. Let's hope. Red pepper? I don't think I get it. I don't get that one. Explain. I'm not smart. I don't think. Oh, yep, we sure did. Okay. Up. Up. Man, he's really getting decorated. I love how the character model's changing too. So now he has things on his forearms, jewel type things. Heck yeah. He's becoming the Shadow Man. Okay. Once out of the water, follow the path onwards. This path leads into a chamber, then across a gap and eventually continues on top and along a wall. At the next section is an operating device. Use the engineer's keying on the operating device in order to open a hatch below the surface of the lake. I want to jump. Oh, you're just giving me random facts. All right. God dang it. This is too red. Oh, you're talking about the water. The voice actor's name is Richard Green. Is Richard Green still alive today? He sounded like he had some age on him in the 90s. He sounded old and rough and gruff. Heck yeah. We need to get Richard Green back into... Has he done anything recently? I had to take a little break, so I'm back now, Ram. Welcome back. How you doing, my good dear friend? Man, we got a lot of cool people here today. I'm not gonna lie. We got a lot of cool people up in here. All right, I gotta jump. Get up. Lots of cools. This dude over here shooting a gun at me? Not a cool. Not a cool. All right, use the engineer. Let's see what this does. Okay, did open that up. We wanted. You got chicken? Ramses, how did you cook your chicken? You were supposed to tell me. After opening the hatch, jump down, swim through the lake, and swim into the now open tunnel. After the tunnel, go out of the water and climb up the faraway lock gates to get up on a higher wall. Okay? Okay. Where's the thing I just opened? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's why it sounds familiar. Well, Richard Green, this game is far... Well, actually, I have not played Blade 1 yet. Did he play Blade in Blade 2? Did he play Blade in Blade 2? That's the question. All right. I am always afraid I'm not doing this right. So we got this man just sitting up here. He was in Mass Effect. Who did he play in Mass Effect?
Got it.
All right, so this is definitely what... Oh my God.
Unbelievable.
That's what I'm trying to say, Mr. Shadowman. No, that's a great fact. I'm trying to figure out who it could possibly be. That's dumb that it doesn't give who he was. I want to know who he was in... Was he Blade in Blade 2? And who was he in Mass Effect? That's what I really want to know. Because I've played Blade 2, and if he was Blade in Blade 2, out of the 2 games that I've played with Richard Green as the voice actor, this is definitely the superior. I can tell you that. Well, if he is, this is the better of the 2 games. By far.
Got it.
Okay, what were we supposed to do? Okay, this is definitely... After the tunnel, get out of water and climb up on the faraway lock gates to get up on a higher wall. Okay. Okay. On a higher wall. What? Are these locked gates? Climb up on the far away lock gates to be able to get up higher. That's definitely what they're showing. Oh, look. Guys. Guys, I would never think to do this. This game, whoever designed this, they were hardcore. They were not joking around. They were not joking around. After climbing up the lock gates, continue along the high wall and go past a fence to get out of the chamber where there are lock gates and enter a small chamber. Okay? 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 Inside the small chamber is a lever and an operating device. Pull the lever to unlock a door leading to the beginning of the lake. Then use the engineer's key on the operating device to raise the lock gate. Okay. A lever in here. Okay, lever and engineer device. Now that the lock gates are raised, the protagonist can swim through an underwater tunnel below beyond these lock gates. Inside that tunnel, swim past the 3 fans after getting out of the water, go down a slope,
Spider-Man, Spider-Man,
we got the raids coming in today. Nurse Jade, J-Mac strikes back.
Just like guys, look out. Here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong?
Guys,
He's got radio
guys,
blood.
I'm taken aback.
From a thread. Take a look.
Chris 1985, thank you for the follow. Guys, what do? I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Z-Fan, welcome. Nurse Jade, thank you for bringing the crew. Everybody coming in from J-Mac Strikes Back. J-Mac, thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. Guys, I'm taken aback. I'm just simply taken aback. Shout out J-Mac Strikes Back. Guys, give J-Mac strike. I'm gonna follow J-Mac. Thank you for the follow. I'm about to return the favor. J-Mac, there you go. A follow for you. If you're a friend of Jade, Nurse Jade, then you're a friend of mine. That's all I know. Thank you guys. I am Atticus582. I'm a variety streamer and I focus on all things comic book content. So if you guys love, a friend of Fuse Deluxe is a friend of mine. Guys, I love the tight-knit circle that we have. It's so awesome. Anyway, let me finish my intro and then we'll hang out and we'll get to know each other. We got plenty of time. Mr. Smiles, thank you for that follow. Appreciate you. I can't even get through my blurb about myself because I got so many wonderful people coming in and giving me the follow. Yes, a friend of Fuse Deluxe, a friend of Miss Jade is definitely a friend of all of ours. We have this tight, wonderful community, and I love it. And you guys are all special, and thank you. And you guys do, like, sincerely means a lot to me. Thank you. I'm Atticus582. I'm a variety streamer. I focus on all things comic book content. So if you guys love comic books, you're in the right place. I'm playing through a list of over 250 plus comic book games. That's ranging from Marvel, DC, Image, Top Cow, independent comics, the Sunday funnies. So things like Garfield, Peanuts, Snoopy, things of that nature. If it originated as a comic book, it's in that 250 plus list and I'm playing through it. Kid Ulting's taking a front and I'm taking a back. We've got all the exits secured. Thank you guys. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you all. You guys rock. You've made my night. I'm playing through Shadow Man, which is a comic book game. I have no idea what it's about. I have no idea what this game is about. This game is I don't know where I'm going. I am going to be straight up honest with every one of you. I'm playing with a walkthrough, and I'm just inching along with the walkthrough as I play this. If I were not using a walkthrough, this game would take me hundreds of hours because it is so complex in what it wants you to do and where it wants you to go. It's not hard in terms of mechanics, but navigation, this game is insane. Wonderful people here. Wonderful people here. All friends. Thank you for coming and hanging out, guys. You rock. You made my day. I got a birthday coming up, and my birthday's made. My birthday is made. Happy birthday to me. Happy early birthday to Atticus. You guys rock. Well, now you guys are... JMac, that's exactly why I'm using the guide. It's taking a while to inch along with the guide, but it's worth it because if I weren't, I would just be flat out lost. Not that far. It's before Memorial Day. It's before Memorial Day weekend. It's this upcoming week. Fonzie. Upcoming week. May 24th. May 24th is my birthday. Mark of the Ninja? Yeah. Yeah. I still have yet to play that. Thanks for the birthday wishes, J-Mac. I appreciate it. Oh man, Fonzie, you don't gotta do that. You don't gotta do that. All right. Let me figure out what I'm doing. I'm so lost. Okay, where did I go? Okay, I did that. Oh, I need to go back under the water. So this, when unlocked, so does this take me back to... No, I need to go back to the water. All right, now that the lock gates are raised, the protagonist can swim through an underwater tunnel beyond the lock gates. Inside the tunnel, swim past 3 fans, and after getting out of the water, go down a slope. Avoid going all the way down, only go down one slope section. All right, can I just jump back down? Yes, I think I can. Also, the thing about this game is you have two hands that you can hold 2 different things in. So in my left hand, I've got this key. In this right hand, I've got my gun. And if you try to climb walls and traverse the terrain, if you have your hands full, you can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. All right, so we've raised the gates. So is this the way we go? I hope this is the way we go. Cyberus? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Cyberus? Cyberus 295? Welcome in, Cyberus. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Atticus 5A2, variety streamer. Focus on all things comic books. If you love comic books, you're in the right place. Playing through a list of over 200. What is this? What in God-forsaken is this? What is this? Oh my God. Where am I even? I don't even know where I'm at anymore. Guys, it said go through 3 fans. Okay. Inside that tunnel, swim past 3 fans, and after getting out of the water, go down a slope? What slope do they speak? Oh, you've played it, and I'm dead. Oops. I love how he just says stuff like that when he dies, because damn, it's true. So you've played this, Cyberus. If you've played this, did you complete it? And if you completed it, did you use a guide? And if you did not use a guide, how the hell did you complete this without a guide? What were those things? Okay, so we can go through the tunnels. Now at least I know I'm going the right direction. On PlayStation, I heard PlayStation was the weakest of them all, actually, because I actually bought it for PlayStation. I was like, oh, it's got to be better than the N64 version. I was wrong. Apparently the N64 version out of those two was the stellar version, and they rushed the PlayStation version, and it made it kind of inferior. So once I learned that I bought the inferior version, I just went ahead and bought the remaster. And I was like, screw it, I'll just play the remaster. You had an obsession. I feel like that's exactly what you would have to have with this game in order to complete it. Just an obsession. And I feel like I'm kind of obsessed, but I'm obsessed on a very focused path in that, like, I want this guide and I want to follow this guide to the T. Even beat the horror mode, which has literally made me angry a good number of times. What is a horror mode? I can't even imagine what that is. I love it to a point where I collected some of the original comics. So that's what I want to try to get into, Cybers, is because I know it's a comic book, but I don't know exactly what the comic is all about. So I would actually like to hunt down some of the comic books and learn a little bit about it, because it's interesting for sure. Yeah, the PlayStation version was a rushed version. I thought because the PlayStation version would have cutscenes and whatnot, but the cutscenes are all in game, so it didn't really matter. So, yeah, the N64 version was widely considered the superior of the two. And then the Dreamcast version, of course, came out, and I think that was the better of all of them. This is creepy, by the way. Mostly yes without the guide. You're a better gamer than I am, by far. Like I said, I'm genuinely having a blast at this game, and I love how unique it is. But I can't imagine trying to tackle this game without a guide. I can't imagine it. Oh, he was playing. Maybe that had something to do with the frustration, honestly. I should try the PlayStation version just to see what it's all about. But yeah, before I started this, I did some research on it. And oh God, these freaking chainsaw guys. After I researched it, I remember that the PlayStation version was rushed. It all came running back. Watched Conk play this. I've never heard of Conk. It's hard to keep track. Conk. All right. Okay. Inside that tunnel, swim past 3 fans. After getting out of the water, go down a slope. Avoid going down all the way down. Only go down one slope section. After the short slope leading down, go through a doorway. Okay. A doorway. Don't touch the PS1 version. It's not fun. So why, like, so I did hear that it was rushed, but like, how was it in, like, what was bad about it? Cybers? What did they, like, what was amiss about it? This path leads to a bridge where the relocation point to the playrooms is automatically saved. This is terrifying, by the way. Okay. So that means I'm saved, right? Walk across the bridge and take a left turn at an intersection and go through a doorway that has a pentagram symbol on the doors. This leads to a shrine inside the chamber. Curse away, sir. We're at the... does anybody... God. These chainsaw dudes. Has anybody watched I Think You Should Leave? Cursing is need to explain. No, actually, like I was no like when I first started my stream, I was a person who was like, I'm not gonna curse, but I don't mind if people curse. That shit went away pretty fast. Court proceedings. What? Fonzie, what are you talking about? The hat? What? Oh, you're talking about I think you should leave. So I was going to reference it because I reference I think you should leave on a daily basis because if basically I always just want to be watching I think you should leave. If I'm ever at a time where I'm like, I don't know what let's take a moment. Let's take a moment, guys. Let's take a moment. Thank you, everybody who's coming in. Thank you for the raid. J-Mac Strike Backs. J-Mac Strikes Back. Thank you, everybody, for the follow. I appreciate you. You guys are wonderful. You guys are looking great tonight. But anyway. Anytime I don't know what I want to watch, I always just put on I Think You Should Leave. Because it's the most accessible show and I could watch it. I've watched it many times. I love that show to death. But anyway, when Cyberus asked me if it was okay to curse, I wanted referencing I Think You Should Leave with the Haunted Night Tour, where we can do whatever the hell we want and we can say whatever the hell we want because it's after hours. All right, I gotta catch up on chat. You had an acting class with Sam Richardson, J-Mac? You just made me so jealous. So I love Tim Robbins to death, and he's hilarious. But Sam Richardson is pure gold, and I want Sam Richardson in everything. I legit want Sam Richardson to just be in everything. Pulling off the hat and the dice, yes. Okay, so first, it's laggy as hell. You could be mashing the fuck out of your buttons, and you won't read half the time, and it won't read half the time. But on the PS1, half the content in the other versions just doesn't exist, because why the hell not? Super rushed. Okay, that's what I had read, was that it was rushed. You guys look good, Miss Jade, Nurse Jade. You guys are looking good tonight, I can tell. You guys, Sunday's best all the way around. Okay, catching up still. Catching up still. Looking fly. Everybody be looking fly here. Everybody. I've got the best looking audience. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did I die? I forget. Where am I? I got sidetracked. Okay. my I'm so sidetracked. Why can't I think of the little mafioso guy from the 80s? Casino. Okay. God, what is the... All I can think of is Richard Gere, and that's not at all correct. Who is Casino? Cyberus295, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Why can't I think of the cast from Joe Pesci? Why couldn't I think of Joe Pesci? Anyway, that was my Joe Pesci impersonation. Cyberus, thank you for the follow. You rock. Hopefully you tune in for more of these streams, because I'm going to need guidance even with the walkthrough. So be my shepherd me through this game, please. Shepherd me. Normally I'm like, if on my first playthrough I don't want hints or quote unquote backseat gaming, I don't care in this game. This game, bring it on. Because for the most part, this guide is very good, but there's also times where this guide is kind of confusing. Yes, I need to watch that Pete Davidson show. I forgot about that. Guys, let's talk more about shows. The other show that I've just started, and I am such a fool for having just started this show and dragging my feet for so long, because it is 110% a me show. My good friend here was like, dude, you've got to watch it. It is your you show to the T. And I was like, oh man, I'll get to it. I finally started watching Barry. Now, anybody who watches Barry probably knows how wonderful Barry is. No spoilers, guys. I'm only 2 episodes in, but only having been 2 episodes, Barry is so good. And if you're not watching Barry, take a clue from me and start watching Barry. I have not watched Yellow Jackets either. I heard the first season is spectacular. How about the second? Barry is amazing, Fonzie. Watch Barry. Watch Barry. Okay, I keep getting... dude, I don't blame you for your memory not being the best at this. I can't remember things that I did in this game yesterday. Mom was from Ghana and I looked it up. We're both from Detroit and wow, that is so cool. Done scene work with Prince from Ted Lasso. That is a great story, J-Mac. That is a great story. And yes, Ted Lasso, exquisite. Season 3, so good. So good. I was a little nervous upon first starting the first episode when it first came out. I was like, uh-oh, did they jump the shark? Nah, season 3 is great. Season 3 is wonderful. I need to start watching Yellow Jackets. I'll do that after Barry. 18 years ago. 18 years ago. That's still incredible. Wonderful story. Thank you for sharing that with me. What did I do? What did I do? I'm pinning messages. Anyway. Okay. Let me try to refigure out where I'm at. Turn at an intercept, go through the doorway that has a pentagram symbol. This leads to a shrine inside a chamber. Where am I going? Okay, I think this is where I came from. J-Mac, Season 3 has some of the most wonderful episodes. This past episode, I needed to watch things that were going on. I needed that episode so much. I'm so glad I watched this past episode this week. Ted Lasso, just what a great show. All right. Walk across the bridge and turn left at an intersection. Go through the doorway. It has a pentagram symbol on the door. Okay. We went across the bridge. Okay. I'm going left. I'm going through a door. Go through a door that has... Oh my god. What are those things? They're hideous. They don't have very many hit points, that's for sure. Are you waiting, like, for the season to be done? What is this? Where am I? Yeah, and that's the other thing I gather is there's a lot of, like, you can kind of choose how you want to go about completing the tasks of this game. I can show you the things that I have. There's my inventory. It is literally the most refreshing show on TV. And it is, every time I watch an episode of it, It is just what I needed. Especially this past episode. Dude, this squeaking. The drill. I have no idea where I'm at right now. I died and I don't know where it took me. This is kind of annoying. All right. I have no idea where I'm at. I just swam. Where am I? I need the pentagram door. I don't want to hit that yet. I don't want to hit anything until I get to it in the guide. Yeah, I've slowly been starting to realize that, and I should have. Like, where's my last save? Nope. Well... Oh, I'm playing on original hardware. Or I'm playing on Xbox, so I don't think I can map. I have no idea where I'm at. The one thing I like about not saving and loading all the time is it is really good about keeping enemies dead and things that you've gotten. I am so lost right now. Oh, I should probably do that. I'm so bad at remapping things to fit my preference. I usually just adjust to the game. Where am I? Oh, no worries. I'm wondering if I should just load my save, because I have no idea where I'm at. I died and I don't know where it spawned me. Oh man, it's another one of those things. None of this looks familiar to me. Okay, it's gotta be back here. I shouldn't be over here. That's just all I can think of. Did I go too far down a slope or something? Why did it take me all the way? All I can think of is it's got to be up here. Cyberus, I don't know where I'm at. Okay. Okay, I know where I'm at. I think I know where I'm at now. Okay, I know where I'm at. Holy smokes, why did it... Oh. That was a long... I need to save. 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 Holy smokes. Okay. Okay, go through. What is that thing? It's terrifying. This is the most terrifying level. Okay. All right. This leads to a shrine inside a chamber. Obtain a reactor from the shrine inside the chamber. Okay. That I can do. So the reactors are to jump into the stories of the serial killers I'm gathering.
That could be useful.
Is that correct? Am I correct in that? I do know, but I'm always like, I hate those ones. Man, the fire is so good. I heard this one was OP in the original. This thing? The Tete Mort. That sounds bad. After obtaining the reactor from the shrine inside the chamber, go back to the bridge which led to this chamber. Okay, will do. Going back to the bridge. All right, to the bridge. When on the bridge, jump down from the bridge and go into a water mass underneath the bridge. After going into the water, go on shore on a side of the water opposite the giant rotating fan and go through a narrow passageway. Why would anybody think of this? You've got to be obsessed to do this. You have got to be obsessed to do this. To just jump into this water and think it's a good idea. I think I jumped to the wrong side. When on the bridge, jump from the bridge and go into a water mass under the bridge. A water mass? What? Go into a water mass. You've got to shoot the big blob of flesh. Of course you... God dang it. Ugh, I didn't save. That sound is like nails on a chalkboard. Okay, let's get the reactor. You gotta shoot the... I'm not gonna... Okay.
Hey, now that could be useful.
Just get out of here. Don't kill this person. Just go, 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 go. Sorry, miss. I gotta go. Just go. All right. Back to... Dude, it's so terrifying. It's super unnerving. That's a good word to use. All right. Jump. This thing? You gotta shoot this thing? Yep. That's disgusting. Okay. After going into the water, what? I don't think I'm in the right part. This doesn't sound correct. Let me make sure. Why? Why? Okay. Maybe that was right. Because I don't know what else to do. No, it's a great soundtrack. We were just talking about how great the voice actor is. I didn't realize he plays the title. He plays Blade in the Blade game. I have not played the first Blade game, so I put all of my games into a randomizer. And I'm playing them in a random order. Aside from when I choose I want to play a game, obviously, like, streamer can choose. So a lot of times I do choose games out of order. But other than that, I'm playing in order. And I've played Blade 2, but I've not played Blade 1. So I'm wondering if he does the voice acting for Blade 2 as well. Okay. After obtaining the reactor from the shrine inside the chamber, go back to the bridge which led to this chamber. When on the bridge, jump down from the bridge and go into a water mass underneath the bridge. After going into the water, go on shore on a side of the water opposite of the giant rotating fan, and then go through a narrow passageway, some red pipes. Okay. I will say, I've played almost 100 of the games on my, almost 100. Come on, dude. No, stop. Oh my God, this is so annoying. I've played almost 100 comic book games so far. And out of the 100, Blade 2, it's not that it was a bad game, but it was just very, very boring. I've noticed that ever since I've been streaming this stuff, streaming games, bad games can be very fun to play on stream with an audience. Good games are good to play on stream with an audience. Mediocre or unmemorable games tend to be the worst ones to stream because they're just so boring. They're just so unmemorable. All right. Several red pipes. I hate this. God dang it, dude. I hate this part. I have no idea where I'm at. What are those things for, by the way? Stop! Oh my God. I wish it would show me what... I wish it would show me... I'm dead. Is it this? It can't be that. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Thank the Lord.
You telling me? I forgot that you could do that. What? Okay. God dang it, man.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Hold on. Where to again? I want to go back through this because I do think... Oh, yeah. The problem is, like, I want to kill him with the gun because the gun is what gets you health. And if you kill him with other things, then it doesn't give you health, and I'm just like, I need the health. Okay. Drop in. Wrong side, right? It has to be this side. I hate these fans, man. Conk 4542. Guys, you guys are rocking today. Thank you for the follow, Conk. I heard about you trying to play this game, and I'm having trouble getting through fans, that's for sure. I heard it was epic. Or not so epic. I heard you tried to attempt the PlayStation version, Conk. And we were talking about apparently the PlayStation version is not good. Anyway, Conk, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. Oh, where am I? I have to use the guide. I have to use the guide. I am literally just inching forward with a guide, and it is the only way I feel I could do this. 100%. But yeah, Conk, let me give you a follow. Because I do want to check out your stuff. Excited to check you out. And thank you for the follow, and thank you for coming and hanging out. I have no idea where I'm going. Okay. It is... God, these fans, dude. The fans are so annoying. And I have no idea where I was. I got the reactor, though. Oh, I keep forgetting about roll, too. I keep forgetting about that. Yeah, I need to make sure I'm using that. Okay. It's gotta be this. God, I keep jumping off to the wrong side. Okay. Literally, this is what it says. When on the bridge, jump down from the bridge and go into a water mass under the bridge. After going into the water, go on shore on a side of the water opposite the giant rotating fan. Then go through a narrow passageway. The passageway leads to several red pipes. Go, dude! Oh my god. Swimming is definitely the worst part. Stop. Let's go this way. Dude, why? Get back. Get back, dude. Go under. Where was the area I was at? It wasn't that. There was a place I could go up. Oh, okay. I think it's this. I think it's this. Okay. I can't see. Okay, I think this is it. I can't see, but I think those are red pipes. Okay. After going underwater, go on shore. Will also lead past a transparent pipe, and then leads to a dog kennel where there is a container with a larvae inside. Do these look like red pipes to anybody? Ah! Luckily the dogs... Samuel L. No, man, it needs to be more gruff. Needs to be more gruff. Those are definitely red pipes, right? This is terrifying. Where am I going? Oh my god, that is definitely not right. But I forgot I had that. Yeah. Who is the guy who, played Candyman. He'd be good. You gotta have the raspy voice. Man, why is this so difficult? It's definitely not this. I don't think I went the right way. Why is jump off of the bridge the hardest thing?
Thank the Lord.
I was doing the right thing. Go into a water mass underneath the bridge. After going into the water, go onshore on a side of the water opposite to the rotating fan. Leads past several red pipes. Are there several red pipes here? Those aren't red pipes, are they? They're just supports. Oh, those are pipes. I'm on the right track. I just need to continue. I have a feeling. Sometimes it also like tells you to go a place and you think it's like right away, but like you have to go through it for a ways. Several red pipes. Okay. What's in the water? It's not water. There's no diving. Now, Sam Richardson would be a great Shadow Man because Sam Richardson needs to be in everything. All right, I guess let's go up. It doesn't say in the thing go up, but I don't know what else to do. The squeaks, man. Oh my God. I don't think that's right, but that is awesome. No. Wait a minute. I'm not doing... Yes, he'd be good. Also the guy who's playing the new Blade in the new movie, the new Blade movie, he'd be a good one. I always forget how to pronounce his name. Hold on, let me look at this. After obtaining the reactor from the shrine, go inside the chamber. Go back to the bridge which led to this chamber. Maybe they're meaning a different... After having obtained the larva from the container inside the kennel, return to the earlier explored area near the water basin. Maybe it's a different bridge. Nope, I wasn't in the right area. Okay, let's go to the place where... Let's go to where we got... It was a different bridge. They're talking about... Bub. They're talking about a different bridge. Thank you for the let's go, bub. We got this. I love Sam Richardson. I love Sam Richardson. Okay. They're not meaning this bridge. What were they meaning? All right, we're back here, so it's this. It literally is just this, I believe. No? Oh God, there she is. It's not this, though. Okay. Obtain the reactor. After obtaining the reactor from the shrine, it's go back to the bridge which led to this chamber. But it's not the bridge that they were saying. Or it's not the bridge that I was trying to go. That one they want me to go to later. When on the bridge, jump down from the bridge and go into a water mass under the bridge. That's what I'm saying, right? Why can't they just give me they've been very good about giving me a picture of what they want me to do, except for right here. Except for right here. What's on the opposite side of here? Can I go up on top? Okay. Dude, get rid of your stuff. Get up. Okay. Go into a water mass underneath the bridge. But they're not talking about this because it's specifically, I am scrolling forward just a little bit further, and they're telling me to do that here in a little bit. So that one we want to do in a little bit. Is there a fan here? Wait, what? Go to the opposite side? Here, let me show. Okay. All right, here's what it says. After obtaining the reactor from the shrine inside the chamber, go back to the bridge which led to this chamber. When on the bridge, jump down from the bridge and go into a water mass underneath the bridge. After going into the water, go on shore on a side of the water opposite to a giant rotating fan, and then go through a narrow passageway. But see, it's not that big thing, because if I scroll down, okay, so here's where this larva is, and it's this. But if I scroll down, return to the area under the bridge. Under the bridge this time, go into the basin of water and open a tunnel under the water surface by destroying an obstruction. That is what I've been doing. That's just a little bit ahead of where I've been. So what is this? You know what it's saying. Okay. I'm going to try to get on the right page. Okay. Okay. I am on the bridge. Oh. Okay. Opposite the fan. There's the fan. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So this way? Guys, that took me way too long. Okay, hold on. Past several red pipes. Y'all. Okay, I'm gonna get over there and I'm gonna save. I get it now, though. This is silly. Okay. Opposite the fan. This side over here. Oh my god! You guys are out of control. Literally. Are you serious? How many people? Oh, hell yes. I got it. All right, larva number 26. Getting larvas. There's too many enemies here. Okay. This is a weird container with a larva inside. Okay, we got it. Heck yeah, we got it. Okay. After having obtained the larva from the container inside the kennel, return to the earlier explored area near the water basin, where there's a bridge higher up. Where there's a bridge higher up. I think that would work. I think that would work for sure. Absolutely, Van. Return to the earlier explored area near the water basin, where there is a bridge higher up. When arriving at the area under the bridge, this time go through a tunnel which has a slowly... Okay, go through the fan this time. All right, fan time. That was so confusing. Now I gotta go through the fan. Guys, this game is so much. This game is so much. The designers of this game had no chill. I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to bed soon. All right. Which has a slowly rotating fan, then climb up a stream of water flowing from this tunnel. After climbing up inside the tunnel, a larva may be contained from a container near a pool. Aha. Look at that. That one single little waterfall. That's what I was supposed to find. All right. Get up, dude. This level is so frustrating. Okay, up here. All right, where are you all at? Dude. Dude, you guys need to die already. Just give me this. Give me this. Give it to me. Give it to me. All right. This we got. Just get in, get it, and get out. What's on the other side, though? It looks like there's larvas on the other side. I probably can't get to them. Can I? Oh, I can't get to them. They're too high up. Get up, dude. Get up. It doesn't help that they're from the other side just nailing me. God dang, man.
Damn.
Getting frustrated. But at least I know now I can't go the other way. All right, we're going, we're getting in, we're getting out. That's all there is to it. Get the larva, get out. Okay. Get out of here, dude. Go, go. Get up, dude. Son of a bitch. The bullshit thing is they're just laying into you from the other side of the room, and that sucks. I wish my jumps were just crisp right here. They've got to be. Get it. Get it. Okay. God, they're laying into you from the other side of the room. Thank you. Okay. Heck yeah, I got it. All right. After having obtained the larva from the container near the pool, return to the area under the bridge. Under the bridge, this time go under the water basin of the water and open a tunnel. Destroy the obstruction. After removing the obstruction, swim through the tunnel underneath the water surface. In the tunnel, at an intersection, take a left turn. Once outside the tunnel. Okay, let me just get back into here. Okay. Swim through the tunnel underneath the water surface. In the tunnel at the intersection, take a left turn. Once outside the tunnel, climb back on land and go into the right direction near 2 red pipes. I remember where those are. Wait, am I going backwards? Nope. Just another fan for me to fumble with. I don't like this. Just go under. I have like 1 hit left and I'm done. Okay. Oh, that's not it. All right. Okay, I remember this. I got this. Into the tunnel. Into the tunnel. There we go. Is it this? Yes. Save. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be really tough. This is gonna be tough. I'm not in a good spot. Are there any sort of healths before I go up here? Anywhere? Get under, dude. I'm not in a good spot at all. I may come back to this. I may let them kill me and come back with full health. I think that's going to be the best idea here. Because I can get back here pretty simple. But these guys, I can't do this with, unless I can get over there to those. No. Alright. This is fine. I'll come back here. This way, at least I have health. I gotta be careful around those fans, though. The fans are the worst part, man. Alright. Go. 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 Nope, don't go on. Ugh. No, stop, dude. Okay. The swimming. The swimming. Wait. Okay. Up here. I hate it. I hate it. All right, now we'll save. Bring out my trusty weapons. These guys suck, man. These guys suck. Bad. And there's so many of them there. Did I get one of them? I think I got one of them. That was a pretty good one. I could hit him. I don't think I got him, actually. Get him, finish him off. They didn't finish him off. Finish him off. Oh my God. Where is he going? Dude, I need you to stop taking cover. Oh my God. That's it though. There's still two of them. Did we get him? Got him. Okay. Oh my God, I forgot that there's still the other guys over here. Give me health. Give me health, please.
Dark souls are mine.
I don't know if this is a good idea, but we're doing it. That's two larvas. Heck yeah. Get out of here, dude. Get. All right, after obtaining these 2 larvae near the pool, go back into the tunnel and return to the red pipelines near the mass of water. How much do I have? Oh, I got a lot more here. Holy smokes, there's a lot of larvae here. There's a lot of larvae here. Larva 28 and 29, though. That is good. All right. That's gonna do it for me tonight. I am tired. I gotta sleep. Gosh, what a wonderful stream, guys. Thank you very much. You all rock. You guys are great. Thank you for coming and hanging out. You guys rule. Thank you for all the follows. Let me go and just talk about all of the follows here. Conk 4542, Cyberist 295, Mr. Smiles, JMac Strikes Back, Chris 1985. Thank you for the follows. JMac Strikes Back. Thank you for the raid. Z-Fan, thank you for the raid. ML Practice, thank you for the follow. You guys are all wonderful. You guys are great. I will be back tomorrow for a daytime stream. I will not be on at night as I'm going to see Fast 10. You guys rock. You guys rule. I will see you very soon. Who should we raid into? Let's spread the love. Who's on right now? Who is on? Oh, Sleepy Ass Beauty's playing, Sleepy Ass Beauty's playing Stardew. We're going to Sleepy Ass Beauty, guys. She's great. She's a cosplay streamer. And she's awesome, super nice. Tell her I say hi. And I will see you guys tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then soon. I will be on struggling along with this game. You guys all rule. Have a great night. I'll talk to you real soon. I'm sleepy. I'm tired. Good night.